Good morning. Anand Commerce College Anand, managed by RKSM. COVID-19 bed situation to our university or colleges decide online teaching. Now here we are to implement this method. Here SYBCom, BBA, General, semester thirds, our subject economic analysis 1, total credit 3, subject code UM03G BBA 51. Here, this subject in 4 part or 4 unit. First, elasticity of demand, demand forecasting, indifferent curve approach, and production function. All units equal weight take 25. Here, 4 units in details. First, elasticity of demand. Your main point, price elasticity, its method, type, and uses. Income elasticity, its concept and uses. Cross elasticity, concept, types, and uses. And last, professional elasticity or advertisement elasticity of demand. It uses. Here, all main point cover to first unit. Second, demand forecasting. The main point, the demand forecasting is meaning, categories, purpose of forecasting, steps involved in demand forecasting, determining scope of a forecasting exercise, determine of demand forecasting, method of demand forecasting, opinion poll method, consumer survey method, sales force opinion method, expert opinion method, statistical method. These methods, trend projection methods, fitting trend line by observation, least square linear regression, time series analysis, moving average and annual differences, and last, experimental smoothing ARIMA method. Or in short, demand forecasting, meaning, objective, purpose, and method. Third unit, indifference curve approach. The main point, the indifference curve approach, its property, marginal rate of substitutions, budget line, consumer equilibrium, application, and uses of indifference curve, negotiation principle, means Edgeworth box diagram, subsidy and case which kind. these indifference car approaches. And the last point or unit, the production function, concept and meaning of production function, isocost concept, effect of change in total outlay, and factor prices on isocost line. Isoquant is property, principle of marginal rate of technical substitutions, least cost combination, law of variable proportion with the help of total production, average production, and marginal production. The law of return to scale with the help of isoquant. Here, reference book available our library and net, the economic theory and operation analysis, Professor W. J. Bowman. मैनेजल इकोनॉमिक्स DC है, एडवांस इकोनॉमिक थियरी HL आहूजा, मैनेजल इकोनॉमिक गोपाल कृष्ण, मैनेजल इकोनॉमिक GS Gupta. This is the more important reference book to this syllabus. So here we are start to learning in second unit, demand forecasting. So here question, what is demand forecasting? Explain its types, purpose and method or objective of in short and long run to this objective. So here we are start to introduction. The main point, demand forecasting, introductions, concept of demand forecasting, importance of demand forecasting, factor affecting demand forecasting, step in demand forecasting, self-assessment question, technique of demand forecasting, qualitative and quantitative, and limitation of demand forecasting, and criteria of good demand forecasting. Here, first, what is demand forecasting? The demand forecasting means estimation of future demand. The every producers, more important to demand forecasting. Reason of the every producer the product of the commodity and sold in market. Reason that this aim is profit when the in demand is possible in economy when the every producer sold down commodity. The here to a assessment or estimation of demand, which types of estimation around what is condition or what situation is demand in economy. This is more important to in a entrepreneur or every producer. Per introduction, the every business involve criteria rich and uncertainty, especially in today's dynamic world. If these risks are not magni- mag- risks are not mitigated on time, it may lead to huge losses for organizations. The organizations can cope with these risks by the determining a future demand or sales prospects for its product or services. Demand forecasting is process of predicting the demand for an organization's product or services in a specified time period in the future. Demand forecasting is helpful for both a new as well as existing organization in the market. For instance, a new organization needs to anticipate demand to expand its scale of production. On the other hand, its existing organization require demand forecasting to avoid problems such as the overproduction and underproduction. Demand forecasting enable and the organization to arrange for the required inputs as per the predicted demand without any wastage of the material and time. Organization forecast demand in short term or long term depending on their requirement. Short term forecasting is done for coordination, routine activity such as the scheduling production activities, formulating pricing policy, and developing an the appropriate sales strategy. On the contrary, long term forecasting in perform for the planning a new project, expansion and upgradation of production plan, etc. There are a number of techniques for forecasting demand. Some of the popular techniques of demand forecasting are survey method and statistical method. The concept of the demand forecasting, a market is characterized by various risks and uncertainties that affected the demand, sales, and price of goods and services in the market. These risks and uncertainties involve failure of the technology, natural disasters, feminist flood, earthquake, etc., restriction by the governments, economic fluctuations like recessions, and so on. Thus, in uh, thus, in order to mitigate such risks, it is the paramount importance for organizations to determine the future prospect of their product and services in the market. This knowledge of the future demanded for the product or services in the market is gained through the process of demand forecasting. The demand forecasting can be defined as a process of the predicting the future demand for an organization goods or services. It is also referred to as sales forecasting as it involved and in anticipating the future sales figures of the organization. Some of the proper definition of demand forecasting are as follows. According to UNJ Douglas, inverted comma, demand estimation may be defined as a process of the finding value for demand in future time period. Next author define Professor Condiff and Steele. Demand forecasting is an estimate of the sales during a specified future period based on proposed manufacture plan and a set of particular uncontrollable and competition forces. Demand forecasting helps an organization to take various business decisions such as planning of the production process, purchasing raw materials, managing fund, and deciding the prices of each product. Demand can be forecasted by the organization either internally by making estimate called Gaussian estimates or externally through specialized consultation or market research agencies. There are three ways for performing demand forecasting, which are following table. The demand forecasting is level of forecasting in farm level, industry level, and economy level. Second, time period in short-term forecasting, long-term forecasting, and nature of forecasting, nature of product, the consumer goods forecasting, capital goods forecasting. So here we are easily show the farm level forecasting. The farm means a production unit. Every production unit main activity is production and distribution on product, good and services. Here the every farm has the production activity, sales activities, a marketing activity, any other activity possible here. So how to decide or how to implement this activity? Here the forecasting is more important. Only production unit level. This is the farm level and industry level. Here the group of farm. This is the industry. The industry level. Here the more important demand forecasting reason in industry and many farm to in a more effective or less effective. So here, the more effective farm to in a more affected to market or more affected to forecasting. So here, the more important the industry level and the economy level. Economy level means national level or every economy level. Here, the nation wide. Here, the which type to estimate of the demand estimate here, national level and time period involved. Here the short term forecasting or long term forecasting. For example, short term forecasting in a uh, durable or non-durable commodity available in this market. Here, non-durable commodities, the details for to in a short term demand forecasting more important. And capital goods items for a long term forecasting is more important. Here, short or long. In a long, short run in 1 year, 1 week, 1 day, 1 week, 1 year, many year. Here in a short term and long year in a 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year. In the long term, the more important. This type of forecasting in the luxurious items and the long durable commodities. The forecasting in the long term forecasting is more important. And here consumer goods forecasting. Here which types of consumer demand. This is the more important. Which goods to in a more weight to in a purchase or to consume. This commodities estimated is the consumer goods forecasting and capital forecasting. Capital forecasting means whenever the every economy to in a rapid economic growth, industrialization or urbanization wherever in the long term to invest or long term to produce this goods. This is the capital goods forecasting is the more important here. So the in short, the level of forecasting here, the given forecasting can be done from to industry level, farm level, or economy level. At the farm level, to demand forecasting from the production or services for the individual organization in the future. At the industry level of the collective demand for in the product or services of the organization in the particular industry is the forecast. For example, the handloom, handicraft, or textile industry, etc. And here farm level is the Amul example is a more important. And other hand, at the economy level, the aggregate demand for the product or services in the economy as whole in the anticipated. Here the effective demand. Effective demand increase or decrease is type to estimated demand forecasting and time period involved. On the basis of the duration, demand is forecasted in the short run or long run, which explain as the in short, the short run forecasting in involve anticipating demand for the period of the existing 1 year. It is the focus on the short-term decision. For example, arranging finance, formulating production policy, making promotional strategies, etc. as an organization. Second, long-term forecasting. It involves predicting demand for a period of 5 to 7 years and many extended for a period of 10 to 20. Here, it is the focus on the long-term decision, for example, deciding the production capacity, replacing machinery, etc., and organizations. The nature of the production. The product can be categorized into consumer goods or capital goods on the basis of the nature. The demand forecasting different for these two types of the product which are discussed. The consumer goods, the goods that are meant for the final consumption by end users are called consumer goods. For example, bread, butter, milk, etc. These goods have a direct demand. Generally, demand forecasting for these goods is done while introducing the new product or the replacing the existing product with an improved one. The capital goods. These goods are required to the productive produce consumer goods, for example, raw material, raw material, raw material. Thus, these goods have a direct demand. The demand forecasting of the capital goods depend on the demand for the consumer goods. For example, production of the higher demand for consumer goods, which result in the anticipating of the higher demand for capital goods too. Therefore, demand forecasting. The demand forecasting is the vital to the management of every businesses. It enables an organization to mitigate houses risks and make effective business decisions. Moreover, demand forecasting provide insight into the organization's capital investment and expansion decision. The following point here to demand forecasting: the product producing the desired output. The here demand forecasting enable and the organization to product the predetermined output. It also helps to organization to arrange for the various factor of production, land, labor, capital, and tenure beforehand, so that the desired quantity can be produced without any hinders. Second, system assigning the probable demand. Demand forecasting enable an organization to assess the possible demand for its product and services in a given period and plan production accordingly. In this way, demand forecasting avoiding dependence on merely making assumption for demand. Forecasting sales figures. Next. The sales forecasting refers to the estimation of sales figure of the organization for the given period. Demand forecasting helps in the prediction the sales figure by the considering his considering historical sales data and current trend in the market. The better control. In the order to have the better control on the business activities is the important to have in the proper understanding of cost, budget, profit analysis, which can be achieved through demand forecasting. The controlling inventory, as discussed earlier, demand forecasting helps in estimating the future demand for an organization's product or services. This in turn help the organization to accurately assess its requirement for raw material, semi-finished goods, spare parts, etc. Next, assigning manpower required. The demand forecasting help in accurate estimation of in manpower required to product the directed output product required to produce the desired output, thereby avoiding the situation of underemployment or our employees. Next point, ensuring stability. Demand forecasting helps an organization to establish their organization by initiating the development of suitable business policies to meet cyclical and seasonal fluctuation of an economy. Next point, planning import and export policy. At the macro level, demand forecasting serve as an effective tool for the government in determining the import and export policies for the nation. It helps in assigning whether import is required to meet the possible deficit in domestic supply. It also helps in developing effective export promotion policies in the case of a surplus in domestic supply. Here, main point to cover or more important to a demand forecasting, the here main point is and next point, factor affecting to demand forecasting. Here, one by one, which type of factor to affect the demand forecasting. The first factor, the prevailing economic condition. Second, existing condition of the industry. Third, existing condition of the organization. Prevailing market condition. Sociological condition, psychological condition, and competitive condition. Here, in short, the prevailing economic condition. The demand forecasting can be affected by the changing price level, national and per capita income, consumption pattern of consumer, saving and investment practices, employment level, etc. of an economy. Thus, it is important that existing economic condition should be assessed in order to align demand forecasting with current economic trend. And second, factor affected to existing condition of the industry. The assessment of the demand for an organization product and services is also affected by the overall condition of the industry in which the organization operations. For example, concentration of an industry increase the level of competition, which directly affect the demand for products and services of different organizations in the industry. In such a case, demand forecasting by organization may falter. This time, and the controversy, whenever industry situation is there, when to in a bad affect the demand forecasting. Next point, the existing condition of an organization. Apart from industry conditions, the internal state of an organization also affected demand forecasting. Within the organization, demand forecasting is affected by various factors such as plant capacity, product quality, product price, advertising and distribution policies, financial policy, etc. Next point, prevailing market condition. Change in market condition such as change in the price of goods, change in consumer expectation, taste and preferences or selections or choice, change in the prices of related goods, and change in the income level of consumers also influence the demand for an organization, product, and services. Next one. The sociological condition. Sociological factor such as size and density of population, age group, size of family, family life cycle, education level, family income, social awareness, etc. largely impact demand forecast of an organization. For example, market having a large population of young gets will have a higher demand for lifestyle product, electronic gadgets, etc. Second, psychological condition. The psychological factor such as changes in consumer attitude, habit, fashion, lifestyle, perception, cultural and religious belief, etc. affected demand forecast of an organization to a large extent. The psychological factor is more important to affect demand forecasting whenever to every consumer attitude change to not a buy goods and services. The our demand forecasting is the unsuccess and every consumer attitude is a positive or to more focus in buy a good and services when demand forecasting is more successfully. The here to in a consumer attitude more affected to in a demand forecasting. This type in the lifestyle or fashion, etc. to affected to a demand forecasting in a good or bad affected. Next, competitive condition. The competitive condition is more affected to market every entrepreneur or organization. Here, a market consists of several organizations offering similar products. This gives rise to a competition in the market which affects demand forecasted by organizations. For example, reduction in the trade barriers increases the number of new and entrants in a market which affect the demand for product and service of the existing of the organization. The whenever we are get to new and a new market, our demand forecasting is the more successful, but we are not to get in the new market. The here demand forecasting is not successful. The here to in a which types a competition. Every producer to produce on commodity, but in many commodity is the very close or very far away. This situation in a at a which type relation in a two commodity is the more affected. And when in every business is the competition to in a more and more or high and high to a critical condition. And today, worldwide, is the more competition in the economy. This type to affected demand forecasting. And next point, import-export policies. Here, the demand for export-import goods get directly affected by changes in the factors such as the import and export control terms and condition of import and export. Import of export policies, import and export condition. The which type our policy to set or implement our government, which type to affected to demand forecasting, liberal policy or restricted policy. The liberal policy is the more favorable affected to demand forecasting or the successful demand forecasting. But restricted policy implemented government exim policy that not to in a more beneficial in a demand forecasting. The here demand forecasting. Here all factor to a cover to demand forecasting affected to the which type to affected demand forecasting. The here end up demand the factor affecting demand forecasting. And the next point the step in demand forecasting. The here the many types many steps to affected to demand forecasting. The here main or demand forecasting which types of the objective to set this type to a affected to take a step to demand forecasting. Here the demand forecasting involves a number of steps. So this the table the specifying the objective is the main important. This type the which type we are to take to objective this type to take steps here. Determining the time perspective. The which time is more important. Very short or long. This type is a time is a determined to in a how to decide a demand. Selecting and method for forecasting. The which type method we have to implement to set or to estimate a future demand. This step to in a affected. So that we attack this step. Collecting and adjusting data. The here the which type of data collected or to set. The this is the more important to this step. Whenever we are doing the directly data or the subsidiary data to collect it, here this type to affected demand forecasting and interpreting the outcome. The interpreting the which type the interpreting is the data or informative is the demand forecasting. This is affected this type to affect the demand forecasting. So here in a shortly we are discussed to in a uh, step. The first step specifying the objective, the purpose of the demand forecasting need to specify before the straight the process. The objective can be specified on the following basis: the short term or long term demand for the product. Second, industry demand or demand specify and the organization. The whole market demand or the demand supply or the market signal. This type to take a step. The determining the time perspective. Depending on the objective, the demand can be forecasting for the short period 2 or 3 years or long period beyond 10 years. If an organization performs long-term demand forecasting, it needs to take into consideration constant changes in the market as well as the economy. Next, the selecting the method for the forecasting. This step is the more important. There are various methods of the demand forecasting estimate which have been discussed later in the in this material. However, not all methods are the suitable for all types of demand forecasting, the depending on the objective time period and availability of data the organization need to select and the most suitable forecasting method. The selection of demand forecasting method has also depend on the experience and the expertise of the demand forecast. Here and next step, the collecting and analyzing data. After selecting the demand forecasting method, the data need to be collected. Data can be gathered either from primary sources or secondary sources or both. As data is collected in the raw form, it need to be analyzed in the order to derive meaningful information out of it. And next point, the interpreting outcomes. After the data is analyzed, it is used to estimate demand for the prede- predetermined year. Generally, the result obtained are in the form of equation which need to presented in a comprehensible format. Here, so to example, we type to set a data collection or set or estimative demand forecasting. This is the material we are to usable. You know, in a clear student or clever student to this is the read this paragraph here and up to a introduction, definition, objective, importance, and step. This demand card.